Peace for Ukraine or Urine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
What is imagination? It is a godlike, a noble faculty. It renders earth tolerable. It teaches us to live in the tone of the eternal. The Right Honourable Countess Ada Lovelace.
Poetical Science, the legacy of English mathematician Countess Ada Lovelace, part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, cause animal people are our friends.
Ban the dog lab! Shut it down! Shut the dog lab down now! Shut the dog lab down now! Shut the dog lab down now! Liberation!
When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Animal liberation!
When do we want it?
Now!
When appreciating something, residents of the bailiwick of Guernsey, a self-governing British Crown dependency, might say, "Lucky vow," or "That's good," in the Guernsey language. Creative viewers, I am Walter. The gentle people of Guernsey sincerely thank you for being good stewards of our precious earth for current and future generations. May heaven bless you. Welcome to Poetical Science, the legacy of English mathematician Countess Ada Lovelace, part 2 of 2.
Bearing me in mind, I mean my mathematical interests, is the greatest favour anyone can do me. Perhaps none of us can estimate how great. I am by nature a bit of a philosopher and a very great speculator, so that I look on through a very immeasurable vista, and though I see nothing but vague and cloudy uncertainty in the foreground of our being, yet I fancy I discern a very bright light a good way further on, and this makes me care much less about the cloudiness and indistinctness which is near. The Right Honourable Countess Ada Lovelace.
If you believe that all creation is God's children, at least be vegan.
The Right Honourable Augusta Ada King, Countess of Lovelace, was a pioneering mathematician and visionary thinker of the 19th century. In the 1840s, Ada Lovelace translated from French into English lecture notes by the young Italian mathematician Luigi Federico Menabrea, the future Prime Minister of Italy, about the analytical engine, an enormous and complex steam-powered calculation machine. The analytical engine was the brainchild of Ada Lovelace's one-time mentor, the mathematician and inventor Charles Babbage, who declared her as the Enchantress of Numbers. But Countess Ada Lovelace went beyond just translating. She added many detailed explanatory notes, nearly 3 times the length of the original article. These annotations included her now famous envisioned potentials for the machine that far surpassed its original intended use of solely performing mathematical calculations. Essentially, she described to the world not only a workable computer, but the first example of a written computer program. Ada Lovelace's scientific notations and historical writings from the middle of the 19th century were revolutionary contributions well ahead of her time that have now earned her the title of the world's first computer programmer. However, this milestone in computer technology remained largely unrecognized for over 100 years. It wasn't until the mid-20th century that modern computer scientists began to fully appreciate Countess Ada Lovelace's work. Her pioneering algorithm showed that combinations of numbers could be used other than just as figures in counting, but also as representations of other data, such as letters in the alphabet, so giving the machine a set of instructions beyond mere calculations. As she wrote in her notes,
"The engine can arrange and combine its numerical quantities exactly as if they were letters or any other general symbols."
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
The labels on Countess Ada Lovelace's notes ranged alphabetically from A to G. Ada's idea of abstract data being inputted into the analytical engine was a prophetic moment in science. In note G, Ada provides details of an algorithm for the analytical engine to calculate Bernoulli numbers. Bernoulli numbers are a sequence of rational numbers that hold great significance in number theory, calculus, and various areas of mathematics. They are named after the Swiss mathematician Jacob Bernoulli, and were first introduced in the 17th century. The theoretical suggestion in the Victorian era that machines could perform creative tasks as a result of an initial programming algorithm was truly far-sighted. Such an engineering hypothesis could be understood by very few individuals at a time, making it difficult to find someone to actually create it. Despite Charles Babbage's achievement in designing the world's first mechanical computer, it was quite a leap of inspiration for Countess Ada Lovelace to recognize the potential of using the analytical engine to calculate quadratic equations and to have the notion of programming the engine to perform more elaborate functions, such as producing graphics. Although Countess Ada Lovelace was an expert in mathematics, it was her poetical science mindset that drove her to explore profound questions about the analytical engine, and to perceive a future world in which machines could be used beyond commonplace practical applications, such as in a factory setting. It took experience from 2 worlds, one artistic, romantic, and poetic, and the other logical and disciplined.
Vegan, bet you can.
Wise viewers, let's take a moment to acknowledge the contributions made by scientists to advance our world. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you, too.
Welcome back to Poetical Science, the legacy of English mathematician Countess Ada Lovelace, part 2 of 2. Countess Ada Lovelace's father, the great English poet Lord Byron, left the family shortly after her birth. Her mother, Lady Byron, went to great lengths to provide Ada with a structured and disciplined upbringing to counter any potential whimsical influence of her famous father. Despite this, Ada's fascination with the myths of her poet father, Lord Byron, remained with her throughout her life. She said,
"If you can't give me poetry, can't you give me poetical science?"
As an adult, she maintained a wide variety of social connections that included some of the most prominent people of the day from the worlds of science and art. They included the influential English scientist Michael Faraday, who made great strides in the field of electromagnetism, and the renowned English novelist Charles Dickens, who was known for his romantic views and satires of utilitarian society. She eventually married English nobleman and scientist the Right Honourable William King Noel, 1st Earl of Lovelace, and went on to have a family.
The blood in your vein shouldn't be animal blood. It should be pure, evolved humans. Be vegan then.
It was Dr. Alan Turing who developed the first programmable computers in the mid-20th century, with data being inputted by combining variations on the numbers 0 and 1, also known as binary language. Few people realized that this was an idea already established by the Countess Ada Lovelace 100 years earlier. Ada had established a code whereby humanity could invoke the assistance of machines. It was a monumental discovery akin to the invention of the wheel or the harnessing of electricity. She wrote,
"A new, a vast and a powerful language is developed for the future use of analysis, in which to wield its truths, so that these may become of more speedy and accurate practical application for the purposes of mankind than the means hitherto in our possession have rendered possible."
Countess Ada Lovelace herself predicted that machines would one day produce printed images, be a useful component in the processing of scientific observations, and even compose music. Her ponderings have proven to be correct, as this is exactly what modern computer software does today.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Greenland is one of them. Greenland, County Council Act 25 of December 18, 2003 on animal protection. This act aims to provide all animal people with proper treatment and the best possible protection against pain, suffering, anxiety, permanent injury, etc. Violations of the law may result in a fine.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Countess Ada Lovelace passed away on November 27, 1852, at the early age of 36. She was coincidentally the same age as her father, Lord Byron, when he died. As requested, Ada was laid to rest next to her father. Nowadays, every second Tuesday of October is recognized as Ada Lovelace Day by women in science, engineering, technology and mathematics, or STEM. This commemoration is also dedicated to encourage young girls to follow in Countess Ada Lovelace's footsteps and pursue a career in STEM. In 1979, the American Department of Defense introduced a significant programming language named Ada in honor of Ada Lovelace. This language was designed to meet the high demands of critical and safety-critical systems, such as air traffic control systems. Ada, the world's first ultra-realistic humanoid robot, was completed in 2019. The robot combines computer graphics and advanced AI algorithms to create drawings, paintings, and sculptures. Ada is aptly named after Ada Lovelace. Now recognized rightfully as a scientific visionary, Countess Ada Lovelace possessed a forward-thinking perspective that saw beyond the confines of mere calculations to the computer age. There were, of course, many other contemporary figures who contributed much to these innovative technologies, but it was Ada Lovelace who dreamed beyond the narrow applications for which the devices of her time were intended. Far beyond streamlining and automating machinery for Industrial Revolution-era factories, Ada saw the potential for limitless creative possibilities and would have been very much at home and excited by the technological advances taking place today. As she once wrote to Charles Babbage,
"What is imagination? It is a godlike, a noble faculty. It renders earth tolerable. It teaches us to live in the tone of the eternal."
We thank those whose brilliance uplifts our world and pray that science may be directed to ease the suffering of humanity and the animal people. May we have world vegan, world peace, and world liberation on Earth.
You can't really call yourself an environmentalist if you're still consuming animals. You just can't. Susie Amis Cameron, vegan.
Noble viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company today. Coming up next is A Gift of Love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Shanghai, vegan, pumpkin and vegan cheese fingers, and vegan orange ice cream, part 1 of 2, here on Supreme Master Television. May we always be immersed in the enlightened light of the divine.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine, now. Russia, just go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule a suprememastertv.com/MOS.